Good morning, everybody. Debbie here for my live channeling. So I hope some people are coming on. We'll just wait a few minutes and let people get connected. Today's Sunday, February 5th. I'm going to start putting the dates on these things so I can put them on YouTube and in order as soon as I figure out how to do that. So, still a lot of stuff going on in the world lately. So I was thinking today about, what would be helpful to help people deal with everything. And so I picked a Kuan Yin card. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you. Okay, so we have a question. What qualities of the Divine Feminine do we most need to show to the world right now? Awesome question. Really good. So we'll get into that. We'll wait a few minutes and let some more people come on. And I just want to talk a little bit about the Kuan Yin card that I picked from the Kuan Yin deck today. So the card I picked was Empress of the Pearl. And this is what it looks like. All the cards are very beautiful. And the story behind this card is that when nature makes a pearl, it does it by all the irritation of things that get into the oyster shell becoming a little ball. And so there's like a piece of sand or dirt or whatever gets into the oyster, and then it just keeps building on that until pretty soon it becomes a beautiful pearl. So the lesson in that is that there's always going to be things that are irritating to you or difficult, and your difficulties are opportunities to make pearls, basically. So just remember that as you go through your struggles, that there's always a pearl at the end of it that you can learn from your struggles, and they make you stronger. They do. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but it's the truth. The more you have in your life that's difficult, the more you learn how to overcome those difficulties and deal with it, and deal with the stress and see the positive outcomes from what's going on. Okay? So that's the Kuan Yin card for today. And I was also thinking like how we're teaching this. Yes, right, Terry. So it's working on everybody, waking everybody up, all the irritations that are going on right now, all the things like every single day you hear what the Trump has been doing or what somebody else has been doing, and you go, oh my goodness, what are we going to do about this? And it makes you want to do something, and it makes you want to get out there and participate and get involved, which the United States has been very lax in participating in voting and our government, and now that's changing, and people are going to start, I think, going to the polls a lot more, getting involved, running for office, talking to their representatives, going to meet with them, all that kind of stuff is really having effect. All the marches, and they have to listen because they have no choice, because we can basically shut down traffic, shut down their office, shut down their phone system. I've tried to call Congress a couple times and they don't even answer the phone anymore. So, go to their offices, even if it's just the local office. Go to the local office every single day if you have to, and tell them how you feel about stuff. In person is the best. if you can get in front of them in Washington, D.C., then go do that. But you have to make it hard for them to ignore us. But this is important. This is the change we needed for people to get more involved and create what they want. And, but like Mother Teresa always said, don't fight against things, but tell people what you do want and tell people what solutions you have for the problems. So, and come up with solutions and really, in your local area, just go ahead and do what you feel is right. Treat people the way you want to be treated, follow the golden rule, and just make that example. We have to let the rest of the world know too that we're not our government. And I think you saw that last weekend when people went to the airports and welcomed people. And they realized that that's not the majority feeling in this country. That we welcome freedom of religion and freedom of movement and freedom of speech, and that's important to the United States. And Saint Germain fully intends to restore the Constitution the way it was originally intended as soon as possible, and he's working on that behind the scenes. So just know that we have a lot of help in the Ascended Masters, and they are doing the best they can without stepping on our free will, because they always have to take that into account. Okay, so anyway, let's say our prayer for today, and then I'll answer Terry's question. Yes, that's right. That's right, Terry. So Terry says, you never change something by fighting the existent reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. From Buckminster Fuller. Yeah, that's a very good quote. Thank you. Okay, so let's say our prayer and we'll answer the question. And you also, for that question, you also might want to listen to the last two full moon ceremony channelings that I did, because they actually talked about the divine feminine being the ones that are going to save us, or bring things back into balance, and that the women should be taking the lead. And they talked about that a lot in my last two full moon channelings. So I know those videos are long, but if you have the time, those are really good videos to watch, the last two Black Swan Temple full moon videos. And you can find it on the Black Swan Temple page, or if you scroll down long enough, you can find it on my page, or maybe you can search for it on Facebook. But I know Black Swan Temple puts them on YouTube too, on their page. So if you listen to those channelings, the Kuan Yin and the Ascended Masters came through very clearly and talked about how they want the women to be in the forefront and be leading the changes. Okay, so but I'm gonna go into my trance now after the prayer, and I'll answer that question more. The light of God is in us, the love of God is in us, the strength of God is in us, the peace of God is in us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. We ask Kuan Yin and all those Ascended Masters to be with us and help with this message today. Amen. Namaste, everyone. So, it is I, Bridget. As my holiday has just passed, so I wish to speak with you. And when I walked the earth, when I was a priestess in my land, we had respect. And we were seen as equals by our menfolk. And we had power because we create life. Life comes from us, and that was recognized and appreciated. And we were acknowledged for that power and that ability. And as we still do always have that creative power to create life, to create new people, new human beings. But we also have the creative power to create the world that we wish to see at this time. So I say to you, embrace your feminine power and realize that the males can do nothing without us, actually. So I ask you to dig deep and find that inner strength of the Creator within you. Go into your womb space, as we spoke about before. Put your belly on the earth and feel the Mother Earth heartbeat with you. Connect with her. Those of you who are maidens still and have not reached your crone age, go during your moon time and connect with the earth and the moon, especially at this time. Go into your silence and say your prayers when you are the most powerful during this time. And know that you are more powerful even together. So unite in groups. Come together as women. Support each other. Do not let jealousies and competitions separate you. That is not appropriate. Please come together as groups of women and hold your hands together and see each other as sisters, because you are. And so we will return the balance of the world between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And it is a journey, a process of men remembering and realizing that the matriarchy used to rule the world, and it was better. There was more peace. There was more love. There was more gentleness. There was more nurturing. And it will be restored. And working with the indigenous brothers and sisters, they know this. They know the Mother Earth is the most important thing. That she provides everything we need, the air, the water, the food, the shelter. And we all need to love her and protect her. But she can protect herself, really, of course. But if we would like to make this journey with her, of ascension, of moving into the next new earth, where things are beautiful and restored and unpolluted, then we must remember these things and treat her well. And treat your own bodies well, because they are your inner temple. So nurture yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And come together with your strength. Refuse to participate in the things that upset you. Do not accept them as your reality, because they don't need to be. You've had, over the years, in recent times, things that have come up where groups of librarians, who in your world are mostly women, come together over people trying to repress free speech in the libraries, in what books people are able to read, and that kind of thing. And of course they overcome because they grouped together and they took a stand for freedom. And this is just one small thing that happened that showed the importance of coming together as women. And there's been many examples that I could tell you that I have seen, that I know are wonderful examples of the woman's strength when we come together. So please start groups if you would like. Start groups, and ceremony is extremely important too at this time, to get back in rhythm with your natural cycles, to have ceremony at the new moon and the full moon, which we do here on Maui, that is participated in, and all the ascended masters come to the new moon ceremony here now, because we recognize that there are a group of dedicated people who come together and understand the importance of ceremony. So if you would like to work with us, if you would like our assistance, then please make a regular time, a regular appointment, and invite us, and we will be there. And as was expressed in the last video in the new moon ceremony, all the ascended masters have agreed that it is now time for them to pair up with each person who would invite them to be their guide. So figure out which ascended master, which person, which vibration that you resonate with the best, which virtue that you would like to pursue, whether it be compassion, freedom, justice, whichever one resonates best with you, and call them forth to be your guide, and they will come. This is a very different dispensation that has come down, because it used to be only those accolades, only those students of the mystery schools were allowed this kind of guidance. But now it's available to all who ask. So please do that right away. And I hope you enjoyed the halftime ceremony, not of your Super Bowl football game, but the time between the spring and the winter, this middle time, where you make sure that you've saved up enough to get through the rest of the winter. And I hope you have. And I hope the rest of the winter is calm and blessed for all of you. Blessed be. Thank you, Bridget. Okay. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Heidi. And that was Bridget from the Celtic tradition, speaking and answering Terry's question. So is there anyone else who would have a question today? And I really hope that people have been watching the videos, and the videos of the new moon videos are listening and practicing some of these things. I did something in that way on last Friday after the new moon ceremony. I did my own thing at home for that. So it can be very powerful to go out, especially on your moon, on your moon time and share that with the earth. So those of you ladies who've been in mystery schools or who have done those practices know what I'm talking about. The red tent kind of ceremony thing. So, and I don't want to really say that on the video, but if you have questions about that, you can ask me. Send me a private message. Okay, so if there isn't any questions, I just want to remind everybody about the retreats. If you can come to a retreat, let me know. Or if you live where there's going to be a retreat and you want a reading or a massage or a phone reading before I get there, let me know as soon as possible, because I still haven't got my plane tickets, and you know, if I really want to go on the trip. So just let me know if you can come. One's in Sedona, March 3rd and 4th, and then 2 in Illinois, Sedona is the 4th and 5th, Saturday and Sunday, March 4th and 5th. And then Illinois, March 11th and 12th, and 18th and 19th. Okay, so just check out the website, compassionatehealing.biz. You can send me an email or call me if you have any questions. Okay. And I don't know if I mentioned it lately, but I do private readings on the phone, and it's $50. So, okay. Thank you all so much. Namaste. Aloha.